Hey everyone, and I'm going to attempt to vlog today because it is our anniversary.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love.
Hey everyone, and I'm going to attempt to vlog today because it is our anniversary, and as you can tell, we got no kids in the car. We are headed to a really cool place that I booked. It's called Tiki Terrace. It's like a luau, like Hawaiian luau show and dinner, like traditional Hawaiian dinner, and it sounds so good. So I'm really excited. I hope that the food is amazing. I absolutely love Hawaiian food, and I love like the culture and all of that. So I'm really excited to go there and experience this. I think it's going to be fun. As you can tell, it is really cold here, so it's kind of going to be like a tropical escape for us, hopefully. So we're excited about that. It was a little hard saying goodbye to the kiddos today, but it's important for us to be able to get out and celebrate and have our anniversary together. Have a date night. He's so sweet. And yeah, so we're just really excited. So I'm going to take you guys along if I can remember. And if I can't remember, you'll never see this anyway, so it won't matter. Okay, so I asked over... What are you doing? I asked... Whoop! Ah! Okay, are we gonna have a bloopers reel on this? All right, I asked over on Instagram.
What is happening? Put your drink down.
Well, I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't spill. We don't have enough cup holders because I always bring multiple drinks. So, like, we have to share, and then Ryan doesn't get any. Okay, so I asked over on Instagram for you guys to ask us some questions while we are driving to our date. So I have a couple of them. I have some questions already that came in. So we're going to start with those, and we'll keep asking or answering them as they come in. So, who was interested first?
Me.
Okay, so that kind of is interesting because we were friends first, and we did have a friendship, and then later decided that we wanted to date each other. But I would say that if you were talking about the friendship part, he was interested first. If you're talking about the part where we started dating, I think I was interested first. Wouldn't you agree with that? Right now? Okay. Well, I made the first move that caused us to start dating. So I'll put it that way. Did you guys agree on how many kids you wanted when you got married? So no, I just have this like power of the universe manifestation ability, and like deeply connected to the universe, and I just am able to manifest what I want to happen. So Ryan wanted 2 and was convinced he only wanted 2 kids, and I wanted 3 kids, and I literally used to joke all the time after we had Chloe, like, Ryan wants 2 but I want 3, so I better have twins the second time so I can get my 3 kids, and then Ryan won't be able to be mad at me and I won't have to convince him to have a 3rd. And so that's what happened. So
The best part of that story is that you, with all the struggles with the second pregnancy, you had finally agreed that we were done trying after this successful pregnancy, and then it turned out to be twins.
yeah, so some of you might know I had a miscarriage right before we did our fertility treatment. We naturally got pregnant and then I miscarried, and so that was really obviously traumatic and difficult. And then we went through IUI and fertility treatment, and that's very difficult too. And we had decided, like, okay, we don't want to have to do this again. Like, we don't want to go through the heartbreak of trying with being unsuccessful again, and then we don't want to have to go through fertility treatment again. So we're just going to be done after this one. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll be completely happy with 2 kids. And then I even said, like, maybe if we really decide we wanted a third, we would adopt or something. But, because that's something we had talked about plenty of times before, like potentially adopting at some point. But we got pregnant with twins, and it was perfect. Okay, so the next question is, what is your go-to date night? So we just started to go on dates. Like last week, we went on a date to the movies.
We went to the movies a lot.
True. So before we had kids, we would go to the movies a lot. We did not go like on a ton of like typical dates. Like we didn't do like a lot of restaurants and stuff like that, like people tend to do. When we would go out, we'd go out with friends a lot. When we would travel with friends a lot. So we didn't do a ton of like just us dating, but we lived together for pretty much our entire relationship. So I felt like kind of made up for it, I guess, because we still were getting to know each other. But we recently have rediscovered the joys of dating, because it's important to date your husband. So, or your spouse. Well, it's important for him to date me too, but it's important to date your spouse. So movies are something that we really enjoy. And then today we're going to this, luau dinner and a show thing. So that's kind of cool. I like doing stuff that's like different. Like I like trying new things. So we're probably going to end up trying a lot of new things coming up whenever we are able to get away for date nights. Okay. Sorry that it's a different angle, but my arm is hurting from holding this up. Okay, so how did you meet? All right. Do you want to take this one?
We met at college.
Yeah. So we met at college. I will go into
I don't think you want me to take this one.
A little bit more detail. So we actually met because we both had a very bad habit. We since have quit, but that habit meant that we spent a lot of time outside and not treating our lungs very well. So that can be your hints for the day. So that is actually how we met. Our dorm room was at Loyola. We lived in Mertz, which was like this really tall building. I think it was like 19 floors or something like that. And I was on the 4th floor, and Ryan was on the 16th floor. He had a boys' floor. There were only, 4 boys' floors in the whole building. I was obviously on a girls' floor. And yeah, so we met because we would take a lot of outside breaks together. And so we became friends. And at some point, at the end of our freshman year, we started realizing that we kind of had feelings for each other. And that is when we went out for my birthday, and we did not at all go to a bar. We never, ever, ever did illegal things like that. And while we were there, I was not at all intoxicated, and noticed that Ryan was talking to these 2 girls, and like sitting on this couch with them, and they were like taking pictures and whatever, and then they were like, whatever. And one of my friends was like, like you should just go make out with him, like stamp your territory. And I was like, okay, why not? So I just did. And that was my 18-year-old, actually I was almost 19 because it was a couple days before my 19th birthday that we went out to celebrate. Yeah. And then the rest is history, I guess. We kind of decided halfway through the summer that was like our anniversary, because he left a couple days later to go back to Cincinnati to spend the summer with his family. And so we were dating, but long distance. And it was very, I don't know. It took a while for us to decide that we were like officially together. Yeah, but that's it. Who said I love you first? You better remember. You don't remember?
I remember that it was on the phone. I just can't remember when you said it, which way. I think you said it first. I said it first.
I 100% did not say it first. I waited for Ryan to say it. I felt it. Definitely. We used to. So this is like how old we are. While he was in Cincinnati and I was in Chicago, we would chat with each other.
That's not a thing.
No.
You can't even chat.
Like AIM chat. Like on our computer. Like we didn't text each other. Because texting costs money. 10 cents a text. We didn't text each other. We would do it through AIM, like iChat, whatever. And yeah, so we did that, and he sent me a message, and he was like, Rachel, I'm gonna call you on your phone. And those of you who know me, you know I'm not like a call on the phone type of person. I'm definitely more of a like text message, Instagram chat. That's my thing. So when he said he was going to call me, I knew exactly what he was going to say, but he didn't want to say it over chat. So he called me, and I went out on my front porch, and I answered the phone, and he said, hey, and he was like super awkward, and I was like, oh, I know it's coming. And then he was like, I just really wanted to tell you that I think I'm falling in love with you. And I said, I think I'm falling in love with you too. And I got butterflies in my stomach, and it was so adorable and cute.
Pretty cute.
Yeah. But you didn't remember that you said it first. I have the memory basically like branded in my brain.
My memory is mush.
Where was your first official real date? Okay. So I would say like
Certainly Buffalo Wild Wings in the movie theater.
no, I think it was Buca de Beppo.
Oh yeah.
I think because he came to visit me that summer, and my cousin was getting married, and he came to the wedding with me as my guest, or date or whatever. And that weekend we went to Buca de Beppo, and we sat on the same side of the booth, and it was cute, guys. Let's go with that. It was cute. We were young and in love.
Still sit on the same side of the booth sometimes.
I can't remember the last time we sat on the same side of the booth.
I can't remember the last time we were in a restaurant.
Okay, well that's a valid point. But yeah, so I think that was our first like official like went out to eat dinner. And the next one is, do you have any solo trips planned sans kids? No. No, not together. They don't mean like me. I have a trip coming up without the kids. For my friend Haley's bachelorette party. Woohoo! But I'm assuming that you mean like the two of us without the kids, not like individual.
I'm not ready for that.
But no, we have never left the kids like completely. Well, we left Chloe one night. No, we left Chloe several nights when we had the twins with his parents. We left Chloe for 4 nights.
That's a lovely difference.
When we had the twins. And then one time before that, we left Chloe with his parents overnight when we went to his friend's wedding, his friend Ryan and Denora's wedding. And then other than that, no, we have never really left them. We've never gone on a trip without them. We will eventually, I'm sure, but like right now they're still so young, and it's hard to leave them, and the twins are still like really kind of, they're in that really young stage where it's hard to leave them. They require a lot. Yeah, they require a lot, and so it's hard to like ask that of somebody to take care of them for several nights. So no, we have no trips together without the kids planned. But I do have one trip so far coming up without the kids. And I'm sure Ryan will do something at some point. Maybe someone's getting married soon and he'll have a bachelor party to go to. We'll see. Okay, so next we have, when are you coming to visit me, from Haley, who we just mentioned. That's kind of funny. Haley, I think that I'm not going to be there until your bachelorette party. I'm sorry. I don't think I can make it out to Cali anytime before that, but if I can, I'll let you know. Okay, so the next one is, we already answered a similar question about date night, so I'll skip that one. What is your, what's your least favorite and favorite thing about each other? My least favorite thing is that Ryan could literally sleep through anything and fall asleep anywhere, and I am extremely jealous of that, and it makes me angry at him when I can't fall asleep. What's your least favorite thing about me?
That you get angry at me when I'm sleeping.
But for real.
I'm not answering that question.
No, come on, it's fun. I promise I won't get mad.
Okay.
Swear.
I don't have an answer for you.
There's got to be something you don't like. Do I do anything that's like annoying?
Yeah, you get mad at me when I'm sleeping. For sleeping.
Okay, so clearly that's our thing. And my favorite thing is that Ryan literally will put his family ahead of everything else in the entire world, and is very, very supportive and caring as a dad and a husband, and I just love him. What's your favorite thing?
My favorite thing is
my butt.
Well,
I'm not wrong.
I think my favorite thing is how you've grown into the mom that you are for our kids, and how you've taken on the burden of juggling 3 young children all at once while I'm working. And
It's a juggle for sure.
getting through that. And your butt.
In my butt. See, told you. What's one thing you have in common and one thing that you differ on?
We have something in common.
Shut up. I would say, let's see. One thing we have in common is that I was going to say we don't really like spending time around like a lot of other people, but that's only since the pandemic for me. Because I used to like spending time around other people, and now I'm like, but Ryan's always kind of been a little bit of a lone wolf. I think what we have in common is definitely how much we love our kids, and definitely things like we like watching movies together. We both like chill nights in, like hanging out, just like the two of us. I would say probably one of the major differences is that I like to have a beverage of the adult variety occasionally. And by that I mean like a glass of wine every night. And Ryan doesn't. He probably has like maybe 1 to 2 beers a month, if that, like, except for when we were on our honeymoon and he drank like probably 12 pina coladas every single day. But you know, when they're cracking
Pina colada.
when they're cracking a coconut right in front of you and like making you a pina colada that fresh, they're so good you can't not. No, there wasn't any rain. We had a really nice honeymoon. We honeymooned in Jamaica. Not that you asked, because none of you did, but yeah. So let's see. What will your next vacation be? Well, the next thing on the books is for me to go to California for the bachelorette, and then for the entire family to go to California for Haley's wedding, and then we're going to do Disneyland for a couple days after the wedding. But we may end up like doing a Sanibel trip in the winter, but there's nothing on the books for that. Do you like Marvel or Star Wars more? I think I like Marvel the most. What about you? Yeah. I mean, I really like Star Wars. I used to like Star Wars more than Marvel when I was younger, but Marvel has gotten so good and so big and like literally like taken over everything. Yeah, so I would say Marvel for sure. What's your biggest pet peeve about each other? Okay, so that's kind of similar to like least favorite thing, but pet peeve, Ryan snores. That's a pet peeve. Was it when I put my cold feet in between your legs while you're trying to sleep?
No.
Like nervous tics, like how I do like stuff like this all the time.
No, that's right.
I want to know. Ryan, you have to answer.
Why do I have to answer?
Because it's an Ask Us Anything.
I didn't even agree to this. Find me my signature on the contract.
We're married. I'm your power of attorney. Is that how that works?
What am I supposed to be answering?
What's your pet peeve about me? Like, what do you not like?
My pet peeve is when you dictate the way that I finish tasks. And
okay. Like dishes.
Even if it doesn't actually change anything, it has to be done the way that you want it done.
Like the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's like an every couple thing and not like just a me thing, right? Right? Say it out in the comments below if you or your husband argue about like the way that dishes should be done, or like the order that you should do the dishes in, or like the way that they should be set out on the drying rack, or like the way that they should be organized in the dishwasher. Because I think that that's everyone. So let me know. Well, it's officially time. We are going to head inside to... Aww. We're going to head inside to our date. Give me a little more. How's the pineapple salsa?
It's delicious.
With a little more volume and probably with everybody else running half the restaurant. Yeah, thank you for that joke. All right, here we go. Ready? Aloha! There you go. That's so much better. That's how, there you go. That's how many people watch Lilo and Stitch. Yeah. The funny thing is that we usually get all the adults yell it out, never any kids. But we finally got one kid that yelled it out. Thank you. All right, yes. Ohana means family. All right, but now I want to teach you another greeting. All right, this is made popular in Hawaii, but done all over the world. All right, so if you could put a hand up in the air. Now you make a fist, and then you start fist pumping. I'm just kidding. No. Keep that fist over there though. This time you stick your thumb out, your pinky out. Now you look to somebody that you really, really like. They don't have to be at your table. And yell out shaka. Does anybody know what shaka means?
Hang loose.
No, not Shaka Khan. That's a person. Right? Shaka means hang loose. All right, so hang loose. And that is the theme of the evening, to hang loose.
Well, officially, we are home from our date. My parents just left, and the kids are sleeping. We're eating some ice cream and about to watch a little bit of TV before we go to bed. So thanks for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on our anniversary date, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, babes. Love you.